Hi everyone, this is the module number 64 for the subject of strategic human resource management. And in this module, we will continue to talk about the universalistic approaches to SHRM. And as I said that there is a slightly different perspectives or a variation in how do you see the universalistic approach to SHRM. So the second, the perspective about this field or the strategic human resource management is known as the configurational approach. What is the configurational approach? We will talk about it. So according to the configurational approach, some researchers within this universalistic approach suggest that the practices, for example, the 13 practices I discussed in the last module, or the 7 best HR practices, which is another list of FAFER, the configurational approach suggests that they should be configured in a system. In other words, it is a systematic or a systems approach to managing human resource management. The core premise is, the central idea is that if you implement one practice, or if you implement few practices from those HR best practices, they may not have a significant impact on the performance of organization or employees. So they suggest that the configurations bundle of similar interrelated of practices impact more on organizational performance than when you implement a practice in an isolation. We will be very clear about that. When we say configurational approaches, this approach suggests that these HR practices must be configured into the bundles of human resource management practices. And these practices work best when they are implemented in a bundle. And that bundle should be interrelated. What we mean by that? For example, अगर आप कहते हैं कि जी best employees should be hired from the market, you should hire the talented employees from the market, or you should attract the talented people to work for your organization. This is one of the best practice, selective hiring, as mentioned in the previous modules by FIFR. तो फिर और ऐसी कौन सी प्रैक्टिस है, अगर वो हम नहीं करेंगे तो impact of selective hiring would not work. You have to pay the best rewards or above average reward to these employees to retain them. Otherwise, the talent will go away and talent will not stay or sustain in your organization. तो अगर आप selective hiring करते हैं तो you have to offer them the best, you have to offer them the above average pay and incentives and rewards. If you want employees to perform in your organization, you have to offer them training and skills. Without training and skills that need to be updated, how can you expect high performance from your employees? So the concept of bundle suggests that the HR practices should be implemented in a bundle. When we talk about bundle, we have three themes here: high performance work practices, high commitment work practices, and high involvement work practices. These are the three dominating terminologies in the field of or in the research of strategic human resource management or the overarching human resource management. Similarly, like the terms SHRM, HRM, and personnel management, employee relations, and employment relations, these terminologies are also used by the researchers interchangeably. But there are different authors and researchers, they claim that these terminologies are different and the ideologies underpinning these terminologies is different. Very quickly and very briefly, let's say that the term high performance work practices. What this suggest? The notion is high performance. There are some HR practices that can enhance the performance of individuals and organizations. So, high performance work practices should be bundled together that enhance the performance of individuals and organizations. Similarly, those high performance HR practices may not enhance the commitment of employees to your organization. So, HR practices might be, some practices are performance enhancing but may not be commitment enhancing. Similarly, the third terminology is high involvement work practices. Involvement is very similar to the concept when employees are having a power to make a decision and when employees are having an opportunity to suggest the organization when an organization is making a decision. So there are different levels of power involvement. I'm not talking in a detail about that. That is not the right time. But the involvement of employees in organizational decision making and the involvement of employees in the decision making about their own role and their own job. Making it short and to the point, every HR practice is not commitment enhancing. Every HR practice is not performance enhancing, or every HR practices may not be involvement enhancing. So, the bundle of practices that enhance involvement, the bundle of practices that enhance commitment, and the bundle of practices that enhance performance. It is the job of the HR professionals to bundle these practices together and to decide what they want from those practices to enhance the commitment, performance, or the involvement. Thank you.